Good evening, everybody, from Spartan Stadium. I'm Russell Vanderbilt here with George Palakas, and welcome into a region game tonight where Mountain Brook comes in at 2-4, 1-3 in the region, against Oak Mountain, who's also 2-4, 1-3 in the regions. George, last week, big win.
Big win. I tell you what, Russell, it was a region play, region game. Went down to Tuscaloosa County, had to have the win. We had a couple of new wrinkles in there on offense and a couple of players, Ham Sisson leaving on offense. And I tell you what a dramatic kick at the very end to win the ball game.
Well, that's the way you want to do it. Finish it off like that, get in with W, get a lot of momentum, a lot of enthusiasm coming into this week. Really important being, an area game and keep that momentum going. And the kids seem fired up.
Absolutely. I tell you what, it's going to be another exciting game. Two teams. Oak Mountain is a very, very good team. Their record doesn't show really that. They played some really, really close games. And I tell you, it's a tough opponent for us to come in to get our second region play.
Well, it is. And it's a big night also. Mountain Brook celebrating 40 years ago, won the state championship. And they've got a reception going on right now.
They do. And I tell you what, there's some special players over there that we all remember, the Major Ogilvies and Richard Birds. But I tell you what, tonight we have some special players. And I tell you, on the offense, you'll see the players that we're highlighting tonight is number 13, J.P. Darnold. Now, I'll tell you what, J.P. has done a fantastic job for us.
Yeah, he's done fantastic.
I'll tell you what, from catching the football, but I'll tell you what, he's a key blocker with our receivers. Then on the defensive side, we have Joey Keaton, number 1, a defensive back there that I'll tell you what, we're excited about him in the ball game. He had a really good ball game last week.
Well, Joey's going to have a lot of additional pressure on him because Chandler Cox is out.
Yep.
Got hurt last week, so Joey's going to have to not just come in for nickel, he's got to be in there all the time. So One of the reasons we're spotlighting him is because of the importance he's going to play on our defense.
I tell you what, so right now, I tell you what, celebrating those 40 years with what happened 40 years ago, something special. I tell you what, a lot of players down here, and there'll be more special years for us to come for Spartan football.
All right, well, everybody sit back, get ready. Coming back with you at the start of the Oak Mountain Brook game.
If you were coaching these kids, what would you coach? Physical training and endurance, position skills and mental discipline, or overarching teamwork? To succeed, they'll need it all. And one thing more, especially when they're 4 scores down and have to dig down deep to bring forth their best game. It's called playing with heart, for that's what true champions always leave on the field. Medical Properties Trust, at the very heart of healthcare.
Behind every victory is someone who helped make it happen. Call them mentors, coaches, or even mom or dad. At Northwestern Mutual, we call them advisors. The right financial partners to help you tap into strengths you might not even know you have and guide you where you want to be financially and personally. Because no one wins alone. You and Northwestern Mutual, stronger together.
Welcome into Spartan Stadium as the captains approach midfield. Russell Vanderbilt here with George Palakas. George, got a big area game.
Big area game, Russell. I'll tell you, a big must-win for both teams.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting tonight. So captains, we've got Joe Donald, Thomas Byrne, Christian Johnson, and J.P. Darnold.
I'll tell you, 4 players that played outstanding last week in the win against Tuscaloosa County. We talked about J.P. before the game. He's just a steady receiver, good hands, great blocker. Christian Johnson has been on this offense line, sort of has nailed down that guard spot, been playing really well. And then, of course, we know 45, Joe Donald, what he's doing. And Thomas Byrne playing from at the end, 94. We got a great group on that line.
Yeah, so Mountain Brook won the toss, has deferred to the second half. So Oak Mountain will elect to receive the ball. We'll be traveling from our right to our left, and the players will hit around the back of our banner. Being Cancer Awareness Month, you see the Spartan banner in pink over there, George.
Yes, the Spartans for a cure. You see all the pink in the stands. I tell you, it's been it's an exciting night. They've had the Dorian alumni
and band.
We got the 40th anniversary celebration with the 1975 football team, where Coach Higginbotham meant so much to this program, and then
13-0, first time back for him as part of the Mountain Brook family. He's coached against us on this field several times.
I was about to say, you and I had to play against him, and we always
sure did.
His teams were always hard, tough teams.
I think I remember us beating them, though.
And we beat them. but he would be proud of the Spartans beating them. But it's great to see those guys. I think they said out of the 33 players, 28 of them are back for the celebration.
So was this just their senior class, or was it the whole team? Because surely they played with more than 33 players.
Yeah, I think that's maybe that class of play. No, but I think their team was a smaller team back then.
And it could be the 33 that they had contact information
yes,
for.
that's right. But no, when you look at the picture of those teams, they aren't as many.
Here come the Spartans. No, we got about 28 injured, and I think we still probably have close to 80 dressed out.
We didn't have duplicate numbers back in our days.
Yeah, there's no need for that.
I tell you what, so the Spartans are coming out on the field. And here's Oak Mountain. Notice Oak Mountain's doing a little different. Normally the visitor team is coming out from our right here, but they're just gonna come out right down their sideline, which is probably pretty smart. Save some wind.
That's right. Less chance of tripping and falling. So in talking to the coaches, Oak Mountain's a lot like us. Not a lot of trickeration. They're not trying to do anything fancy. They're just going to line it up. The biggest difference is they run a lot of the read option, which isn't something that now with Hamp back there, we may see some option for us. But the key on defense is going to be, because of that option, if one guy misses his assignment, it opens up a lane and they're off.
They're off to the races.
Now they are without their 3-year starter at quarterback. He got a concussion last week against Hewitt-Trussville. So we fortunately be playing against a backup, but as the coaches mentioned, in that offense, they don't ask you to throw it a whole lot. We just ask you to be precise.
Well, I tell you what, you think back to those good old Alabama days of the option offense. You always had 4 quarterbacks ready to go.
Yeah, you need a bunch.
You need a bunch. All right, the Spartans kicking off, and look at there, number 16, the man, Mason Dillard last week.
I bet he's walking on cloud 9 right now, probably all week long,
The hardest working player, and that was what was neat in our postgame last week, Joe Donald pointing that out. And we'd heard it from the coaches, but hear it from the players talking about the hardest working player on our team, Mason Dillard.
All right, they've blown it in. Spartans will kick it off to Oak Mountain. And it's deep, maybe in the end zone. That'll be a touchback. So Oak Mountain will bring it out. And
all right, let's get at our Northwestern Mutual defensive lineup. At defensive end, we have Thomas Byrne. At nose guard, number 90, McKinnon Cox. Defensive end, number 89, Ford Alexander. Connor Busman, number 32, the linebacker crew, Connor Busman, Kemper Sanders, Joe Donald, Will Wetzler, Matt Campbell. And at cornerbacks, we have Drew Smith, Zachary Carroll, and Joey Keaton for our Northwestern Mutual defense starting lineup.
Yeah, and they thought that Tanner Dean was going to play linebacker for Kemper, but Kemper's in there, and first play right there, Kemper on the spot for the tackle, no gain. Yeah, nice play.
Kemper been nursing that.
Said he had a fractured femur, I think is what he said. Anyway, he's got a leg injury, but it's a matter of he just got to be able to play through it, and he's a tough kid, so he's out there playing through it.
Yeah, the Kemper was talking to us about that, about his foot, and he says he's play with the pain.
Just run the dive play right up the middle, and another fine tackle up the middle. So this is going to bring up a 3rd and long, and one of the things that when you're committed to running this style of offense is you can get 1, get 2, get 1, get 2, and then all of a sudden you get 25.
Yeah.
And so it's important to be disciplined in this, and a lot of times they'll go empty backfield, but then they'll bring a guy in motion and be able to get the ball to him. So they've got twins to the near side, 1 up top, single back set. And that was a nice play on their part.
Nice play, number 11, Zachary Carroll making the play. You know what that is when you're option offense, that's just a sweep of play. Get the ball quickly out there on the edge and spread the offense out a little bit, which will then loosen up the middle there. See what they come back with.
And they're going to have twins 5 wide this time. So this is an empty set. Look for them to send one of these guys in motion to get him back behind the quarterback. Now they're just going to throw it out, a little dump.
What you're seeing is a little wrinkle with a new quarterback coming in. Probably a couple of things they haven't done this year. And coming out with the pass real quick, that right there, just a little quick hit on the seam, and
Yeah, the main thing
First
that
down.
they're, they had a 3-year starter at quarterback, and the main thing he brought was real toughness, reading their media guide. The coach was he's the leader out there. And really, he's durable, and he was able to do a lot of the things that you need a option quarterback to do. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback likes to keep the ball. And get up, make a tackle on that.
And it looks like number 12, Matt Campbell, making the tackle for the Spartans. Once again, throwing the ball out there on the edge, getting a good first down gain for the
Yeah, and it might almost be a read play where if we're playing, 10, 12 yards deep, they're just going to stand up and throw it out there. Otherwise, they can, run the option.
Yep.
So we've got our guys walked up this time.
All right, looks like Spartans offsides there. We'll see if there was any movement in the Oak Mountain.
No, it's on us. That'll
Yep.
give them first down. And so we unfortunately have dug some holes this year, and it'd be nice to figure out a way to stop them here, George, and
Well, we talked about that last
get a
week.
lead like we did last week.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, last week it was one of those things, both teams not real happy with the penalties they have.
There we go. Nice job by Mountain Brook stuffing that run that time. McKenna Cox up front, and boy, is he going to be an important player today. Clogging up that middle, making sure if they hand off to the fullback up the middle, he's there to make the play. Butler Wilbanks in for McKinnon.
And I tell you what, we got this nice rotation that we can do right there with the line. With Butler and Alexander and McKinnon Cox and Byrne.
There we go. String it out, string it out, string it out. Nice job. That's going to probably be, either loss of one or no gain at all. And that's what we want to do. We want to string it out, force them to the sidelines. We do a really good job east to west.
Absolutely. I tell you what, you saw number 91 back for the Spartans, Sam Colvin. But Butler Wilbanks, Sam Colvin, stretching it down that line. I tell you what, scraping it down and allow Matt Campbell containing to make the hit for a loss.
Yeah, loss of two. That'll bring up third down, 10 yards to go from the 39-yard line. And they send 4 wide, 1 in the back. There you go. Good job out there.
Once again, number 12, Matt Campbell, really making some fantastic plays for the Spartans on this opening drive.
And so they bring a tight end in. Looks like they're going to go for it in fourth down and about right at 5 yards to go. So you would expect for them to run, probably a similar kind of pass out to the flat. All right, Mountain Brook, show how tough you are. And he falls down short. That is going to be a turnover to the Spartans. I think he could have picked it up had he kept his feet.
Well, to give that credit to Butler Wilbanks, number 98, pressuring the quarterback, making him throw that ball a little bit low, and I tell you what, that back and a little bit behind the back.
It was a little bit behind him, got him a little bit off balance.
Got him off
Hey,
balance.
that's a big stand right there for the Spartans.
That's huge. I'm going to tell you right now, good coverage by the Spartans, but big 98, Butler Wilbanks, playing fantastic this year.
Yeah, right after this play, we'll give you the offensive starting lineup. Got Ham Sisson at quarterback, and we're spreading them all out too, so we're going to run an empty back set. Bring Owen Consman back up there and hand it off to him. Cuts up the field and going to get about 3 yards on the play. So starting for Mountain Brook at tight end Clay Stearns. Got Lawton Sparks, Johnny Lira, Ricks Curtis, Christian Johnson, Price Delk up front, Sims Heron. We've got Wilson Higgins and J.P. Darnold at receivers, Owen Consoman at running back, and as I mentioned, Hamp Sisson in at quarterback.
Our Northwestern Mutual starting offensive lineup.
There we go, nice pass, and he's got some space. And Heron's still going, and what a great start for the Spartans here on offense. Nice 4-yard pickup on first down, and then just a bullet out there to Sims Heron, and he picks up the first down.
And we talked about it before the game. What great blocking by Wilson Higgins, number 9, and Clay Stearns out there, number 48, making the blocks. These receivers and ends blocking for each other when they catch. Key to the ball game.
Yeah, and one thing Hamp brings too, as you see, we've got trips to the near side here. It's going to be movement on us. Got it started a little bit early on the right end over there. But What we'll be able to do is go empty set, which just means that we don't have anybody in the backfield. We can spread everybody out. Hamp's got such good speed that if they were to bring a blitz or bring somebody off the edge, if they don't, have containment and keep him in the pocket, he can get out.
He can get out. And what we saw last week was the quarterback sweep. Spartans love to run it.
Here goes Hamp.
North and south, Hamp.
There we go. Got a face mask, though. We're going to pick up 15 yards and a first down. They're saying a 5-yard face mask, but we ought to get the first down over. So instead of losing 2 or 3 yards, that should net us about a 3-yard gain, and we'll get the down back. Let's wait for the call here. So it is the 5-yard, which they still have in high school, incidental face mask, but we'll get to replay first down. And you're right, they've got speed on their team too, and so, he may be outrun people in practice, but it's going to be more difficult in the game. There we go, nice. Nice run there by Hamp. He's going to pick up about 7 or 8 yards, and that'll bring up a very, very manageable second down, and that's 7 yards to go.
Nice fake by Hamp that time, faking like he was throwing it to Wilson Higgins, number 9, out here on the edge, and boom, roll back the other way for a nice gain.
Owen Konzelman split out here wide. Got 4 in formation. Just barely off the hands of Sims Heron out there, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 7.
Defense.
George, we got another threat of bad weather tonight, so we need to hope we can get this in. We don't want to spend 2 hours in the locker room like we did earlier this season.
And I got earlier alert about the lightning, but
you need to turn that app off.
Yeah,
we don't want somebody to see that.
Turn it was farther away than it needs to be. Or it is farther away, which we're happy about. Excuse me.
So interesting, we got Clay Stearns, our tight end, split all the way down here, and we've got 5 out. Nice pass over there.
I tell you what, number 9, Wilson Higgins, I tell you, making a big catch.
And a good move afterwards to pick up that first down.
I'll tell you, I love our receiving core. I mean, when you talk about number 9, number 13, number 84, those guys, they catch, they block, they do it all. Great job, Wilson.
I don't know if they called timeout or exactly what stopped the play here.
Timeout, the Eagles.
Yeah, there we go. They hadn't. Yeah, there you go. They just put it up on the scoreboard. And if I were them, it's probably time to get a timeout because, we have taken that ball after they turn it over on downs, and we've marched straight down the field. And we did have a 3rd down, but in general, they're not really doing anything to stop us.
No, I tell you what, I'm loving what the Spartans are doing, and we're a little bit more active back there. It's nice to see Owen Konzelman, number 7, who we've seen in years past, run the ball for us, and he gives us a couple of different options. He's been playing more like an H-back.
Yeah, H-back and tight end.
Tight end, but it's great to see what he's able to give our offense when we have a need.
Yeah, and I think Harold Joyner's back too, number 5 for Mountain Brook. I think he's cleared to play. And he's been banged up all year, and Pyburn's out.
And Harold had some big runs for us last week in the ball game, so it's great to see.
This will be interesting. We, I think, drew them offside, so we should get 5 yards here.
Waving it off.
What are you waving it off for? Either it's a flag or it's not. Okay. So we'll say no foul, no harm. Play on. Got trips to the near side this time. Hand it off up the middle.
Owen Konzelman, number 7.
Had a hole over there. He picks up a couple.
Tell you what, following Lawton Sparks over there and Johnny Lira on the line. Ricks Curtis at center.
Mountain Brook back in that familiar Spartan huddle formation where they're going to get the play call from the sideline, run to the line quickly. And
that Spartan spear. Oh, there they are. I tell you, it's a little bit deeper. You got Sims finding a little area in that zone around the first down marker.
Yeah, so we also ran, they're going to see this upstairs. We'll wait to see something similar to this later because we had him open deep. with the way we've been able to run it, get in the flats, they had their safety come up. And so look for them to run that seam route, maybe fake it up short and go over the top. So this may be a run-pass option for Hamp, getting him on the side.
3rd and 8. Hold the ball. There you go, Hamp.
Yeah,
That's
stretched it out. That should be enough for a first down. Really fine effort by Hamp Sisson that time.
I'll tell you what, really enjoyed talking with Hamp at the end of that ball game last week. Just a fine young man. And I tell you, just know we have him in our program for another couple of years. Good to know. A lot of these players are be coming back.
Yeah, Mountain Brook really off to a fine start here on the offensive side of the ball. He's got some blockers. He was kind of slipping down.
He looks hurt.
Number 10, Hamp Sisson, the ball carrier.
Not sure if it's maybe the wind knocked out of him.
Yeah, that's what we got to hope for. He was kind of, awkwardly, when he cut back up in there. So I tell you what, as they check out Hamp to see how he's doing, we will go to break as well. Mountain Brook Sportsnet.
There once was a kid who captained a fearless crew of space pirates and led a quest for the lost city of Atlantis, all because there once was a kid who picked up a book and opened new worlds. Books A Million, proud sponsors of public television.
For generations, people in Alabama have raised their families and made their livelihood on the land. It's this tradition of the relationship between the land and the people who care for it that makes Alabama a special place to be. This is Gene Stallings. My friends at Black Ridge Land Company are helping to continue this tradition by combining the best in brokerage service with professional land management and maintenance across Alabama. Their comprehensive approach of on-the-ground analysis coupled with the most innovative online and social media places Black Ridge Land Company in a class of their own as the only land brokerage firm that offers in-house and integrated land management and maintenance along with brokerage services. With their expert understanding of both the business side of an investment in land as well as the investment for creating memories for the friends and family, Black Ridge Land Company is a committed partner with you to make the most of your investment, because land is what they do.
So as we see Hamp get up and run off, we are hopeful that all that was just got the wind knocked out of him after a nice almost 5-yard run. Got 4 good yards on that play, so bring up second down at about 6.
Well, and the thing is, like Oak Mountain, what the Spartans have is a good quarterback we can go to, Connor Adair. And
Yeah, Connor Adair's been, started most all the season just until last game.
So we got a 1-2 punch on our team. So Connor comes in here, we don't have any letdown.
Yeah, the offense won't change a lot. Connor's not quite as fast as Hamp, but may have a little bit stronger arm.
And Owen Consman right up the middle for a short gain.
Not much. And here's Hamp back in the game. That's good to see. So let's bring up third down and about 6 yards to go. And after this drive, really would be nice if we can convert this into some points. Even if it ends up being a field goal, still like to see if we get a first down here. There we go, nice pass. That's going to be another first down. Clay Stearns on the reception there. Now, good job in traffic of catching that ball first and then ducking his head and running forward. Knowing you've got to power for a few more yards to get that first down. That was a really fine job on his part to catch the ball first.
I look at Clay Stearns and I think of Mike Allstott. You remember Mike?
Oh, yeah.
He used to
40
love to
or whatever he was.
Yeah, he used to love to catch that ball and loved to run over people.
Yeah, so this is going to be a hard 9 yards, first down and goal from about the 9.5. So Owen Conselman on the left side, and he'll pick up about 3 yards. That'll bring up second down and Goal to go from the 7.
Great job by Owen once again. Owen's a tough runner and running right up Lawton Sparks right there. And
yeah, their best linebacker, number 46, had his helmet come off, so he's out this play. So we'll see if that makes an impact. He is the enforcer in the middle for them.
All right.
Got Harold Joyner in the slot this time. He's got good hands. He'd be the kind of guy you could hand it off to or throw it to.
All right, which a little short game for us. You know, the thing I love about this drive, you had the Spartans 2 weeks in a row coming out in the first quarter sustaining a good drive. And that's been the difference in us all year long. We've sort of gotten behind by points.
Yeah, we've gotten down 14 the first 6 or 5 or whatever games of the year. We got down 14 points right off the bat. This time had a big stop on 4th down to turn it over on downs. And here we've got 3rd down and 7, and I think Mountain Brook's going to call a timeout. Think about this.
Yeah, you know, it's one of those things it's with the Spartans, you know, if anything, look at the clock. I mean, 2 series has pretty much chewed up this first quarter.
Oh, yeah, man. We want to shorten the game, too. You know, we've got 28 guys or whatever, either banged up or out. But while we've got a second, George, let's thank our sponsors. You mentioned Northwestern Mutual earlier. Medical Properties Trust, Royal Cup Coffee, Black Ridge Land Company, Dales, Bromberg's, Books A Million, and Service First. Thank you all so much for all the support that you've given the program. We could not do this without you.
Absolutely not. And I tell you what, when we do go to the commercials, you pay attention to those commercials and make sure you are going apart with those sponsors. They really mean a lot to us.
So we'll see on 3rd down and 7 exactly what Mountain Brook dials up here. I think it'd be a little hard to try to run it in from 7 yards unless we had a little bit of a I won't say a trick play, but maybe a misdirection play. So I would suspect we'll try to get some guys in motion and see if we can't do a crossing route or a pick down here. All right, Hamp back there. We've got 5 spread out wide. And he's loose.
There's a scramble.
Oh, he's got room. Get in there, Hamp. Touchdown, Spartans.
I tell you what.
Wow, and you think Johnny Manziel was important at Texas A&M, and that's why he looked like Johnny Football out there running around, making plays. That's what it did. He kept that play alive long enough to get some blocks, cut back, and the guys can't leave the receivers in the end zone or he'll throw it to them. So they're kind of caught between what do I do? What a wonderful job that time by Hamp Sisson.
It's some good blocks, picking up too, not giving up. There's Mason Dillon. I tell you what, Russell, I'll take this Royal Cup. This is a fun one to call. I tell you what, Royal Cup replay here. Watch this. Here goes. Hamp drops back, rolls to his right. You see all the receivers. They're covered. And there goes Hamp. I wish I had a telestrator to start drawing up. He looked like somebody stepped on an ant bed as he's running around.
But now he cuts back to the end zone.
Cuts back to the left. You see a block by Lawton Sparks coming, he picks up. And then he cuts back to the right, to the middle of the field, runs over a man for a touchdown, Spartans. It was a bunch of zigzagging running. Playground football, which I love. Royal Cup replay. It is like if I had a telestrator, there would be scribble scrabble all over the board. But I tell you what I was impressed with the linemen coming back and picking up some blocks just to get in front of some guys and shade them.
Yeah, and I'll also say this. It was a good job not blocking in the back. Sometimes you peel back and you want to just take a guy out. It was a nice job, actually holding up and not making blocks that were behind the play that were not needed.
No, it was that just, hey, I'm in the way, shielding those guys.
We got Mason Dillard to kick off. And a touchback the first time. This one will be received at about the 4-yard line. And that's a nice lick right there.
It looked like
Henry Bars on the tackle that time, or at least first contact. Good job, Henry.
Number 26 and number 25, Will Wetzler, out there. But I tell you, Henry Bars has been doing a great job on special teams. Of course, a player that comes in on defense for us, too. A great hit. What a great first drive for the Spartans. It took up a lot of clock in the first quarter. I loved it.
And the offense they run is going to try to easy for me to say, chew up some clock. Up the middle for about 2-yard gain that time.
host of Spartans making the tackle. You'll see Thomas Byrne 94, Fort Alexander 89, Butler Wilbanks 98, Kemper Sanders 44, all around the football.
Yeah, Butler's done a really nice job all year. Obviously, he's not the largest, nose man in the league, but his quickness and his smarts is really what's led to a successful season so far. And that's one of those things that you keep chipping, and then they bust one up the middle like that when it looked like the quarterback had kept it. I thought he had.
Yeah.
So good job on their part. That'll be a first down for Oak Mountain. Clock down to 1:45 to go in the first quarter.
First down.
There we go, Mount Brook shifting on defense. He's going to pull back and throw it. Trying to get his footing.
Great throw and catch by the the Eagles. Spartans there, Joey there on coverage and Zachary, and just number 7 went up for the ball. Good thrown ball.
Yeah, I know both those guys. I'd like to have that back. They were both there, and I thought we were going to make a play there. It was good coverage. We just got, you either got to decide you're going to pick it off or you're going to knock it away.
Knock it away, yeah.
I think it might have been a little indecision there, but brought him down. So that's a big game by Oak Mountain. That'll bring them down to the 26-yard line. So they'll pick up about 5 yards on first down.
It looks like number 11, Zachary Carroll, number 91. Number 91, Sam Colvin around the ball.
So it is good to see Sam Colvin back out there. He's been out for, 4 weeks, 3 weeks?
Yeah, good to see him back.
All right, Mountain Brook, you stiffened up last time. Let's do it again. There we go from behind. Nice job, Kemper Sanders. It's going to bring up third down and short.
Clock a-rolling. And as you can see out there by the fire truck is our 1975 Spartans team. They'll be announced between the first and second quarter.
About 15 seconds from now. This should be the last play, unless it's an incomplete pass, of the first quarter.
Third down, Oak Mountain.
It's a big old fullback. Nice lick.
Connor Busman. Number 32 making a hit.
Number 35, Coleman Reeves.
Is that a first down?
It'll be a first down. They'll be on about the 12-yard line, and that'll be the last play of the first quarter. And when we come back, it'll be the start of the second quarter with Mountain Brook 7 and Oak Mountain driving, but 0 points on the board for them on the Mountain Brook Sports Network.
How do you do your dance? Summertime, party time, cooking on the grill. It's a legendary taste that's been around for 50 years. A secret family recipe with the bull on the label. How do you do your dance before you put it on the table? Do you pour it on your chicken? Do you marinate your steak? Brush it on your burgers when you grill and make some gravy. Veggies and steaks, they cook up so well. How do you do it? How do you do your dance?
A dedication to quality has no fear of time. For over 100 years, we have been serving our customers with the most savoring coffee experience. Royal Cup Coffee. Savor the experience.
Behind every victory is someone who helped make it happen. Call them mentors, coaches, or even mom or dad. At Northwestern Mutual, we call them advisors. The right financial partners to help you tap into strengths you might not even know you have and guide you where you want to be financially and personally. Because no one wins alone. You and Northwestern Mutual, stronger together.
So the Mountain Brook 1975 4A at the time state champions are being introduced. You'll see them down there right behind the paramedic vehicle. They were really excited about Coach Higginbotham being back.
I tell you what, Coach Higginbotham was a terrific coach. And, the first state championship, you think about this, 1975, the high school, the first year of the high school, maybe 1968.
I think the first football team was probably, more like 71 or something.
71.
70.
So, 4A back then was your 7A of today.
Yeah.
And I tell you, what's really great is just like these players we see that are out here playing for the Spartans right now, a lot of these men are still in our community, leaders in our community. And, Coach Higginbotham, what he's done and his record, it's terrific to see them out here.
If you were coaching these kids, what would you coach? Physical training and endurance, position skills and mental discipline, or overarching teamwork? To succeed, they'll need it all. And one thing more, especially when they're 4 scores down and have to dig down deep to bring forth their best game. It's called playing with heart, for that's what true champions always leave on the field. Medical Properties Trust, at the very heart of healthcare.
There once was a kid who captained a fearless crew of space pirates and led a quest for the lost city of Atlantis, all because there once was a kid who picked up a book and opened new worlds. Books A Million, proud sponsors of public television.
How do you do your dance? Summertime, party time, cooking on the grill. It's a legendary taste that's been around for 50 years. A secret family recipe with the bull on the label. How do you do your dance before you put it on the table? Do you pour it on your chicken? Do you marinate your steak? Brush it on your burgers when you grill and make some gravy. Your veggies and steaks, they cook up so well. How do you do it? How do you do your dance?
Behind every victory is someone who helped make it happen. Call them mentors, coaches, or even mom or dad. At Northwestern Mutual, we call them advisors. The right financial partners to help you tap into strengths you might not even know you have and guide you where you want to be financially and personally. Because no one wins alone. You and Northwestern Mutual, stronger together.
Yep, so as we
But
start the
special
second
memories.
quarter, great job by those guys. We both remember watching their play.
We had a couple tearaways.
Okay, that'll back them up 5 yards. 57 got a little excited.
Well, I'll tell you what, 57.
That's firing off the ball, though, isn't it?
If you're going to do it wrong. Do it fast.
What's impressive is it took 6 yards before he figured out he was the only guy who started early.
I mean, my thing is, I was thinking, does he have the football? He must have been going out blocking Zachary, I tell you. All righty. Here we go. Repeat first down, 1st and 16.
But it's a different set of play calling when you got 1st and 16, or 15 rather. So now, we can give up 1 or 2 yards. And that time we gave up maybe 1.
And number 89, the end there, Ford Alexander making the hit and driving them back.
Yeah, that's going to bring up 2nd down and 14. And again, the back of the end zone is a defender for us. So makes it a lot easier to play defense when you got a short field like this.
Short field to play, yeah.
1 yard, 2nd down, Oak Mountain.
All right, 2nd down 14 for Oak Mountain. Back to pass, going to throw it in the flat, and that's going to be a little wide. So that'll bring up 3rd down.
I'd like to see a couple more of those thrown that way. We might see 6 going the other way.
It'd be nice for us to get a pick 6.
Yeah, I would like
We've
that.
seen a few pick 6s. Unfortunately, we were not on the right end of those.
Just a few. And some pick fumbles.
Well, yeah. We had a great scoop against Hoover down there for a touchdown for us.
Well, that one too, but I'm saying pick fumbles on the other side too.
I'm trying to remember all the positive, George.
Yeah, I like that.
All right, 3rd down. If Mount Brook can hold them here, I would suspect they'd have to go for a field goal. And he's back to pass again. He's going to throw it in the end zone.
Oh, he's open. He got it.
Oh, he got his feet down.
Touchdown.
Just got a little lost over there on coverage, and that was a nice throw, nice catch, and touchdown for them.
I mean, really, really nice throw and a catch. And like you said, we got a little mixed up in the coverage area, but
they've got an unusual formation here as they line back up to actually get in kick formation. In a game like this, a missed extra point could be the difference. So
Huge.
See if we can get some pressure back there. And just barely inside the upright. So 11:14 to go in the second. Oak Mountain has tied it up 7-7.
All right, well, we knew we were in for a tough battle tonight. So, and we knew this is an Oak Mountain team that's, might have a 2-4 record, but they've played really close games. And I think you were talking about that earlier, and we're in for a night. So let's see how we answer.
See if the offense can come back out and put another drive together like that first one. Wow, that took up, like you mentioned earlier, about, over half of the quarter. And then got the touchdown on just a spectacular run by Hamp Sisson.
Well, and I tell you what, both teams, and you look at this. I'm impressed with Oak Mountain. The quarterback for their team, as much coming in, and he is really, they got the game plan working for him.
And there's the kickoff.
I don't know, some whistles.
They must have been offsides. I see they dropped a flag back there. That'll back them up 5. Hopefully give us even better field position.
Hear the band there, we will rock you. And the cameramen and the broadcasters are shaking their heads to the beat.
Yeah, this really should be a great football game. Both teams, very evenly matched. See if we can't break a long one here. It may take a turnover, a big play to decide this game. Relatively short kick's going to be fielded by Sims Heron at the 20-yard line. Sims up the middle. Nice return out to the 40-yard line. So Mountain Brook will take over from the 40. Very fine field position.
Great job, great blocking in there, and Sims just finding his way, finding the hole, and getting us up to the 40. Good field position.
So Owen Constable back at running back, and Hamp Sisson quarterback. 3 to the top side, handoff to Owen. Cut back, and then he drives forward. He got hit at about the line of scrimmage, and I drove forward for close to 4 yards.
I tell you, Owen, that time you see Rick Curtis.
Yeah, we don't. At center is a tough position to have to bring somebody off the bench to play.
I tell you, that play right there, you saw Rick's pulling around for Owen, and you saw Owen, sort of go off of his block back the other way for about a.
That was a nice hard run there by Owen.
Good 4-yard gain.
Good hit, but good drive. Kept his feet moving, and he's going to pick up another 4 yards. So it's going to bring up a short 3rd and 2.
What's nice about Owen? Owen smells that hole. He finds that little crease, and he hits it. And, once again, right here, another, 5-yard run? Not 5-yard, but
about 4 or 5 yard run. It's going to bring up a short 2 to go, or long 1, however you want to look at it.
Yeah, so 2 good first and second down plays. We got a timeout for the Spartans.
Yeah, I think the play clock was running down, so we got a timeout. Wouldn't want to take a 5-yard penalty there. So with this timeout, we'll take a timeout with them. Back in a minute to the Mountain Brook Sportsnet.
There once was a kid who captained a fearless crew of space pirates and led a quest for the lost city of Atlantis, all because there once was a kid who picked up a book and opened new worlds. Books A Million, proud sponsors of public television.
For generations, people in Alabama have raised their families and made their livelihood on the land. It's this tradition of the relationship between the land and the people who care for it that makes Alabama a special place to be. This is Gene Stallings. My friends at Black Ridge Land Company are helping to continue this tradition by combining the best in brokerage service with professional land management and maintenance across Alabama. Their comprehensive approach of on-the-ground analysis coupled with the most innovative online and social media places Black Ridge Land Company in a class of their own as the only land brokerage firm that offers in-house and integrated land management and maintenance along with brokerage services. With their expert understanding of both the business side of an investment in land as well as the investment for creating memories for the friends and family, Black Ridge Land Company is a committed partner with you to make the most of your investment because land is what they do.
And welcome back after that timeout. Mountain Brook will put the ball in play almost at midfield, third down and a short 2. Nice blocking out there. Hamp's loose.
Look at the speed.
Great job. You just cannot make somebody fast. You can't coach speed up. You either have it or you don't. And right there, he showed it. Nice blocking by the guard that pulled. And then he got on the edge and just took off. And he's going to have that ball down. Looks like they marked him out of bounds at about the 18-yard line. But that's a big third down conversion there. Mountain Brook's had those all night. 9:44 to go in the second quarter.
I'm going to tell you right now, Hamp keeps playing like this. You'll be seeing him play at Army or somebody here in college. Oh, ball. All right.
Unfortunately, we put that one on the carpet, and they recover at the 18-yard line. So we're going to need our defense to get that ball back for us.
You know, it is tough. You know, when we sit back and you got players and the type of injuries we've had and players being shifted around in different positions and, you know, you don't get all the reps and that's going to happen. That's something we don't want it to happen, but let's see how the defense responds to this.
All right, well, they come back in their familiar formation there and run the veer here. And they got spun out of the tackle. Let's hope that was a hold inside.
Tell you what, number 26 just pounded it up and then rolled out of that hit.
Yeah, nice so holding on them, that is a really big penalty. That's going to bring up first down and 20 instead of second down and about 3.
Yeah.
So maybe that'll be the penalty we need. Down and, wow, that was a behind the line of scrimmage holding. So I guess they start at the 18, so they'll move it back to the 8-yard line. I guess they go half the distance, so it should be the 9-yard line. There they go, moves it back. So first down and 19 from the 9.
After the penalty remains first down.
Pressure back there by Kemper. Oh, thought we were going to pick it off. Nice play right that time. Deflecting that ball in the secondary by Joe Donald.
Number 45, Joe Donald. And I'll tell you what, the pressure by number 94, Thomas Burns, with the initial pressure by number 44, Kemper Sanders.
Yeah, Kemper through. Right up the middle.
Yeah, and then 94 out there containing and getting his hands up, and then Joe Donald.
I would be shocked if they threw the ball this time. If I was the coach and saw that play right there, almost get picked off and give them the ball back on the 10 or 15-yard line, I'd cram this thing up the middle.
I'd be running through the 4 or 5 hole. Oh, no. For them. Come on.
There you go. It's going to be a big loss.
I'll tell you right now, that's probably a young
we
quarterback.
got somebody hurt. Is that Will Wetzler? He is in pain. I couldn't see what happened, but he went down. And as they tend to we'll go to break as well. We'll come back on the Mountain Brook Sports Net.
If you were coaching these kids, what would you coach? Physical training and endurance, position skills and mental discipline, or overarching teamwork? To succeed, they'll need it all. And one thing more, especially when they're 4 scores down and have to dig down deep to bring forth their best game. It's called playing with heart, for that's what true champions always leave on the field. Medical Properties Trust, at the very heart of healthcare.
Behind every victory is someone who helped make it happen. Call them mentors, coaches, or even mom or dad. At Northwestern Mutual, we call them advisors. The right financial partners to help you tap into strengths you might not even know you have. and guide you where you want to be financially and personally. Because no one wins alone. You and Northwestern Mutual, stronger together.
Welcome back. It was Will Wetzler, and he walked off on his own. We'll see exactly what happened to Will, and hope that everything is good with him. So this will bring a long third down. Got a little slant route, and we're on it. So they pick up a few yards out of the 10-yard line. That's going to bring up fourth down, and about 18 to go. So really nice job that time. We have the fumble, and ended up making them go backwards.
Negative
and so
yards.
we ought to get the ball in really, really great field position.
I mean, look where Sims is right now. His heels are on the 45. So
bad snap here is a safety too.
On the punt, Brook Mountain number 1 against Kearney. He's to receive for the Spartans number 84, Sims.
And the kicks off low. You can get up that one. Nice job.
And,
all right, nice return down to about the 32, 33-yard line.
And we're back about where we were when we fumbled the ball.
Well, probably lost about 15 yards on the exchange, but we're, like you said, we're in good position there. There's a flag down. I don't like the way the guy's standing. It looks like he's going to mark it off against us. Let's see what the call is here. Got a holding or block in the back.
Block in the back.
That'll take us some of our good field position now, but so we'll go to work here on their side of the field on the 43-yard line. Got 8:10 left to go until halftime.
Well, I'll tell you what, I like this kind of ball game that we're calling when we got points on the board. I'm about to drive down and put some more points on the board.
Yep. Got 5 eligible receivers. Harold drops back and running back, and he'll get the handoff around the left side. Going to power forward for about 3 yards.
Number 5, Harold Joyner, the ball carrier.
So a good 4-yard gain. Or 3 to 4. Now one thing we saw last week with Hamp was sort of what you would almost look like a bootleg, but it was a roll around quarterback sweep.
Well, once they get used to seeing that, he'll fake that handoff and just take it himself.
And Hamp that time wisely throws the ball away.
Yeah, good job. And, I think they were looking for a little rough in the passer. He'd thrown it and he still got jacked.
JP was out there. He was covered.
That was a smart thing to do. I mean, he could have tried to run it up in there and may or may not have gotten any yards, but, would have taken a big shot. So did the smart thing. Just throw the ball out of bounds and live to play another down. So this will bring up 3rd down and 7 from the Oak Mountain 40-yard line. Sims came around from the backside and drug all the way across the defense and just barely off his fingertips there.
I tell you what, that play right there, I was watching Clay Stearns, number 48. He sort of rolls out, takes a hit on the end, blocks him, then scrapes on down, blocks somebody else. He does such a fantastic job of being almost like a rolling lineman back there, covering anybody coming through.
So it's going to bring up 4th down and 7. See if Mountain Brook can convert another 4th down. A big 97 for them. I guess there's no neutral zone. Either you cross it or you don't. So they bring in Kemper Sanders to punt. All right, bite. He got off a boomer that time. Save that. Next time we need a flip field position.
I'm about to say, is he kicking it with his hurt foot or is the other foot? That last week you had a couple of those. Man, he boomed him, which we'd love to see him sort of hold up a little bit. I'll tell you who does an outstanding job for the Spartans, number 50, Alex Pankey, who's a deep snapper. And perfect snap that time.
All right, so that'll turn the ball back over to them on the punt and bring up 1st and 10 from the 20 for Oak Mountain. Just a quarterback draw up the middle. And that's going to be a big gain for them on 1st down. Bring up About second down and 3 yards to go after that pickup of 7.
Looked like number 45, Joe Donald, out there on the play. Will Wetzler, number 25. Second down and 3.
All right, 2-back set still. They're going to get out and throw it this time. Get some pressure. I think we were open. So nice coverage back there on the back end by the Spartans. Joey Keating back there deep that time. That'll bring up third down and, about 3 yards to go. So big stop here on third down. We can get the ball back.
So bring everybody tight this time.
Yep, and happy to report Will Wetzler is back in the game. Good to see him back. Nice defense out there. We're going to get them on the edge, and they are not going to get a first down. Really fine job of coming up that time. Drew Smith coming up, forcing them out of bounds.
And Joe Donald making a perfect play to go after that quarterback to make him pitch that ball.
Yeah, they're actually going to lose about a half yard on that play, so they'll bring on their punt team. And
Spartans played it perfect that time, and all of them had a responsibility on that play, and the player.
Yeah, they really hadn't had any success going wide on us, which, we kind of thought that if we could get them to go wide, we've got the speed to contain that. It's up the middle plays and some of the pass plays that have challenged us a little more.
Good discipline out there by the defense back and linebackers.
So punts off. Sims is up to get it. Got to get on the ball.
And Oak Mountain gets it.
So I think he's just trying to make a play, and, you got to tuck that ball first before you run. Like we were talking earlier with Clay Stearns on that first down. You catch the ball, secure it, and then make a play. It's you see it in college, see it in pro. Folks wanting to make that play before they get the ball.
Yeah, it's one of the toughest things to do in football. Keep your eye on the vision on the field, what you're doing. But like you're saying, first thing is your eyes got to be on that ball.
All right, puts pressure on the defense.
Nice run by number 35 off.
That may be good for a first down. That's either going to be second short or it'll be a first down. Real fine run for them on first down. So it will be a second down. So we've had a couple of turnovers here, and see if we can get the defense to stand up tall and not let this hurt us. Nice lick,
nice
but he's going to pick up the first down. But I'll tell you what, Joe Donald made him earn it.
Once again, pow. Joe Donald comes in with so much speed and force and makes a fantastic hit. Of course, every week we look at Joe and he's got some blood up on his face from the nose and the bridge of his nose where the impact of his hits. He is a warrior.
So that'll be first down, the 26-yard line for Oak Mountain. They'll hand it off up the middle, and they'll pick up about 5 yards on that play.
Right now Oak Mountain is saying, okay, well, let's try and establish the line of scrimmage. Let's just not do anything, special. Just run it right at them.
Yeah, they'll mark that as a 4-yard gain, bring up second down and 6.
4 yards, second down, Oak Mountain.
So they got it in tight formation this time. They're changing the play at the line of scrimmage. Oh, and he snuck out of there. I thought we had him for a loss back there, but he's going to be good enough for a first down to about the 14-yard line.
Number 11, Zachary Carroll making the tackle. But, I was with you, Russell. Will Wetzler had the fullback and had him met and stopped, and the quarterback kept it.
He pulled it back out. It was just a
great play, great read.
Good job on his part. So, again, they're in that tight formation. Nobody split out. 2-back set.
Right up the middle.
Right up the middle.
All righty. Oak Mountain has spotted something they like, and they're keeping after it. Before the game, one of their big leaders is their center, number 50. And I tell you, he does a very good job blocking.
And Tanner Dean in for Kemper Sanders on this play. Tanner Dean, number 40 out there. Second down in about 2.5. stop that one short. It's going to bring up 3rd down, and we'll call it a long one.
You know, I mentioned that number 50 for Oak Mountain just now, and I'll tell you, on that play, Oak Mountain didn't do much, but I'll tell you, he got off quick off the ball, blocking on our linebackers.
Well, he's a big old joker.
He's quick.
All right, well, let's out-quick him up front then. McKinnon Cox is up to the test. Here we go, 3rd down and 1. And they're going to get it.
And that time,
somebody lost a helmet. Who's that going to be? Joey Keaton?
Joey Keaton lost the helmet. Number 94, Thomas Byrne, was in on the tackle, and host of Spartans.
Tanner Dean in on that tackle. So it's 1st and goal now for Oak Mountain from about the 3-yard line. And it's going to be a touchdown.
So Oak Mountain does what so many teams have done against us this year, takes one of our mistakes, takes it, or puts points up on the board. The one thing we cannot do, you know, penalties and those turnovers, and that has hurt us this year. So Oak Mountain takes it downfield, scores, and here they are going for the extra point. 3:32 to go in the 2nd quarter.
Well, we got plenty of time to get down there and get some more points on before halftime. Oh, almost got back there that time. Kicks up and it's good.
Yeah, this is what we would call our magic time. Spartans usually have that under 3 minutes, the good drives. But that's what, you know, like it's a skip back offense, and let's take it in. Let's keep our defense on the sidelines there and let them do a little chalk talk.
Yeah, I think we've been as generous as we need to be tonight. So from this point forward, no turnovers for the Spartans, and we need to see if we can force them to turn over some here in the 2nd half. But first thing we got to do is get this kickoff and see what we can do with 3.5 minutes to go until halftime. So number 1 for Oak Mountain set to kick it off. And based on where he's positioned, he's not positioned to kick this long. Look, this be a pooch.
No, good kick.
All right, get up there. Hold on to the ball. Good job. We're going to get the ball at about the 38-yard line, so we'll start in fine field position.
Zachary Carroll doing a great job to come up and make the catch on that ball, and the Spartans will have it on the 30, let's see where the referees are going. About the 37.
All right, Hamp, what you got in store for us here? So we got 5 wide, trips to the top and twins down here. Hamp's getting the play call from the sideline. And just a little bit underthrown on that one. Picked the right receiver who was open, J.P. Darnell. Got to bring up 2nd down and 10.
Clay Stearns looking a little gimpy.
Yeah, Rick Curtis looking a little gimpy too.
I'll tell you that time, Dylan Sullivan was open this way.
For him to run it. Nice way to pick that pass. Good move by Heron. Keep running. Now he got out of bounds. That should be a 1st down, and he should stop the clock. I mean, spectacular run after the catch by Sims Heron, and after the 1st down, he got out of bounds.
Absolutely. Great job by Sims Heron. Once again, one of the other receivers, number 9, Wilson Higgins, coming up, getting in the way of a blocker to free Sims up for a great run.
Nice cut back there. Konzelman, almost 10 yards, going to get about 9 on that play.
Once again, that's what Owen gives us. I tell you, a lot of our backs, Harrison's a little bit different kind of back. He's going to run over you and get his yards, whereas Owen's seeing that little gleam of space.
A nice cutback.
Cuts it back and gets a nice gain for 8 yards.
We'll leave Owen in the backfield this time and put 4 out formation and hand it off up the middle. Power, and that should be good for the 1st down. We'll see where he's spotted, but That should be enough for the first down. They're bringing the change. So that will be a first down. 2:31 to go before half. Be first down from Mountain Brook on the Oak Mountain 40.
Mountain Brook has one timeout.
So Hamp's going to be all by himself this time. Got 5 out wide.
Of course, expect Hamp to roll out with a run-pass option maybe. Or he just stays right in the
Sims
pocket.
Herron. That's going to be another first down.
Great job that time. Hamp just staying in the pocket right there, finding Sims for another first down.
Yeah, and what makes Hamp so dangerous is he is, staying in that pocket and throwing those balls, apparently only really running when either the play breaks down or when they've called a run for him. And, when you've got to account for him running the ball, you leave one guy fewer in the secondary to cover. And
yeah,
we're getting some guys open. His favorite target on this drive has obviously been Sims Herron. 2 really nice first down catches he's had. He's going to bust it up the middle.
Spartans coming back showing that we can
we can push that thing forward, and you can assist this year. So that's going to be enough for another first down to about the 16-yard line. Really fine drive by the Spartans. Clock down to 1:39 before half, and we've taken this ball from our 40 down to their 16-yard line in less than 2 minutes.
Great job. Great blocking by the line. Great running by Owen Compson.
So I think this is, hoping we'd bust him up the middle, but if nothing else, we don't want to leave any time left on the clock for them. Here we go. That'll bring up a gain of about 1 on that play, so 2nd and 9.
Look at that.
Clay Stearns open. That's going to be a touchdown, Mountain Brook. And he got rocked. So did the official.
And he held on the ball, but right there it looks like a
somebody shot off
the party
some
streamers.
confetti here. I thought someone had shot me.
But
tell you what, while they're looking after the ref here, we'll do the Royal Cup replay. Kind of reminds me of Tim Tebow play. You see Hamp run to the line of scrimmage like he's going to run, and he stops, kind of jump passes over to Clay Stearns down to the 1-yard line. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans.
Great job. Great play by Ham. Great play by Clay. And I tell you, Clay takes a couple and the referee into the end zone.
Yeah, we'll have to wait until the rebroadcast to see who ran the ref over. But we had commented earlier this season about how many officials are out there.
Yeah.
So, you want as many as you can get to catch everything that's out there. But I think we've got 11 of them, whatever the maximum number is. So. If he's unable to, continue on the field, we do have a backup for him.
And a backup for him.
That's right. So it looks like he may be down for a few minutes. So as they tend to him, we'll go to a break. Well, I'll tell you what, he's up and looks like he's going to be able to get off the field. So we will not go to a break. We'll stay here. Now they're going to do a concussion test on him and make sure that he can continue, and otherwise he's going to have to sit out next week too.
I tell you,
I think he's going to keep going.
Looks like his knee. He's stretching a little bit.
Yeah, he is. And some of it may have been just hang out for a second, kind of like when an umpire gets hit with a foul ball. Give time to catch the breath.
Let me catch my breath. Yeah.
All right, so this will bring up the extra point by Mountain Brook to tie the score. Kick is up. Kick is good. That'll make it 14-all with just under 1 minute to play until half. And, George, what a really nice drive.
Yeah, what an answer to Oak Mountain's nice drive. And so the Spartans coming back and driving down and making a score. And it was just really both drives, both offenses started taking control of the line of scrimmage a little bit. So I think second half is going to be who can outlast who.
Well, I think that, we're very fortunate with 2 turnovers that we're tied here.
Yeah.
I mean, they've in essence got 2 extra possessions.
Yes, right.
And we've got a tie score. And we deferred. We're going to get the ball coming out of second half as well. So, if we can hold them here, don't bust a long play or anything silly like that, and go in tied 14-all with 2 turnovers, I think we've got to feel good about that.
We feel real good about that. 7 of their points coming off of one of our turnovers. So, once again, we cannot beat ourselves.
And the kick is off. He's going to pooch it as well.
See, flag.
We were offsides. You know, sometimes when you swap up from running full speed to slowing up to pooch it, you know, timing gets off a little bit.
Still thinking about the party streamers that were shot off. Those party streamers right there in front of us, and I thought Russell was going to be falling out of the.
Yeah, I was leaning out a little too close when that party streamer pop went off. I don't believe I said anything inappropriate when it happened.
No, you didn't. I was very impressed. Well, once again, a fantastic night for the Spartans here. Celebrations going on everywhere.
Right. Looks like he may kick it away this time. No, it's going to be another pooch. Oh, get him down, get him down, get him down. All right, well, that'll be a return for them up at the 40-yard line, so we'll see with 52.3 seconds to go what they try to do.
They have 2 timeouts, so they got good field position. Of course.
Not known as a prolific passing team.
But I'm going to tell you, after what I saw and witnessed last week of what can take place in 18 seconds, they got plenty of time.
They don't have Hamp, though.
That's right.
All right, that's coming back.
So
yeah.
We got a hold in the middle. Good run by number 35. Probably didn't need that hold.
Well, the reason that that he got such a big hole is because of the hold.
The hold, and I don't know if he even needed it.
But that changes the complexion completely, because instead of them being on our side of the field, first down, this is going to back them up to the 32-yard line.
And if they thinking of throwing the ball, there goes the clock's going to run, and I bet you'll just see a team let the clock run out.
Yeah, I would suspect that they might, chunk it deep one time, but otherwise, yeah, I expect it to be a handoff up the middle. And that's probably going to be the last play until halftime, but we'll see what they do. They're back on the ball, 20 seconds to go.
I tell you, headsets are off coaches, and I think that is on the Oak Mountain side, so I think they're going to let that run on down.
All right, well, Mountain Brook, very impressive, in my opinion, on both sides of the ball. Had a big 4th down stop. They've had to play out there a good bit. We got some people banged up. I'm seeing a bunch of limping going back to the locker room.
Well, but there's a different energy level. And I think we're coming off, we had such a great game against Hoover earlier in the year, and we came back the next week and didn't really have the energy. That is sort of like that game zapped the energy out of us. We had that great game against Tuscaloosa County, and we've come back with that energy and playing tonight, playing really well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Except for a few turnovers.
All right, well, halftime score, Mountain Brook 14, Oak Mountain 14. We'll be back for the Brook-Simillian halftime band and Dorian show after this. Mountain Brook Sports Net.
How do you do your dance? Summertime, party time, cooking on the grill. It's a legendary taste that's been around for 50 years. A secret family recipe with the bull on the label. How do you do your dance before you put it on the table? Do you pour it on your chicken? Do you marinate your steak? Brush it on your burgers when you grill and make some gravy. Veggies and steaks, they cook up so well. How do you do it? How do you do your dance?
A dedication to quality has no fear of time. For over 100 years, we have been serving our customers with the most savoring coffee experience. Royal Cup Coffee. Savor the experience.
Behind every victory is someone who helped make it happen. Call them mentors, coaches, or even mom or dad. At Northwestern Mutual, we call them advisors. The right financial partners to help you tap into strengths you might not even know you have and guide you where you want to be financially and personally. Because no one wins alone. You and Northwestern Mutual, stronger together.
Welcome back to Spartan Arena, where the Mountain Brook Band, led by Jason Smith, and the Dorians are about to perform. Halftime show is brought to you by Books A Million. Sit back and enjoy.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Mountain Brook High School marching band to the field. The field is under the field direction of drum major Millie Livingston and band captain for the 2015 marching Spartan is Alan Hughes. Color guard captains are Kelsey Koster and Bree Lippiett. Dorian captain is Kate Thorsten and co-captain is Emily Howell. The Mountain Brook Band is proud to present their 2015 field production entitled Going Back to Cali, featuring music by LL Cool J, John Mayer, Katy Perry, The Beach Boys, Led Zeppelin, Tupac Shakur, and the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Ladies and gentlemen, the Mountain Brook High School Spartan Marching Band.
Welcome back into Spartan Arena for the start of the third quarter. George halftime stats, Hamp Sisson with a wonderful first half. 7 of 11 for 78 yards and a touchdown. He also had 6 rushes for 57 yards and a touchdown. Owen Konzelman had 11 carries for 40 yards. On the receiving end of Hamp's passes, Sims Heron had 3 grabs for 45 yards, and Clay Stearns had 3 for 22 yards and a touchdown. Offense, I really thought played well in the first half.
Really, I mean, you know, we had a turnover that nothing happened off the offense, but we had a special teams turnover that they got points on. But I agree with you. The offense is really playing good football.
Yeah, a little pooch kick going to be fielded. Oh, my gosh, get out of bounds. Okay, that's not the way you want to start, but we're going to get the ball at the 25-yard line.
A little miscommunication right there between the deep back and the middle back there that, you know.
Yeah, a lot of times you wonder, why do you pooch kick when you know they're going to get the ball on the 25, 30-yard line? And
for that right
there's
there.
An example right there. It allows your guys to get down in coverage as well, so that typically it's very difficult to bust one because the guys get down on coverage are there about the time you field the ball.
Just like
we'll start back out here with Hamp at quarterback, and first carry is going to go to Owen Konzelman. Going to pick up about 1 on that carry, and boy, he ran hard in the first half.
He really did. I'll tell you what did you say, 11 carries and 40 yards? Really good carry. I'll tell you, he did a great job of spotting the open little.
Yeah, he did some cutbacks that picked up some nice yards.
So good running in space.
We got J.P. Darnold down here to the near side. Konzelman single back set. And fakes the handoff. Rolling out. That was a smart throw. So he threw that short where only his guy could come back and get it, and if not, play another down. So that'll bring up third down and about 9 yards to go. You know, and Hamp had some success running that ball in the first half, but I like the fact that he's back there, you know, trying to find the receiver first, not just trying to run on every play. And again, when he does run, they'll be less likely to be prepared for it.
Empty backfield.
This is a run. And they were ready for that. That's one of those plays you don't know what side the lineman will go to. He's got to either go right or left, and I think that time if he cuts back right, he might be busting back into the middle of the field, but it's one of those things, you know, he can't really know in advance. He just kind of got to guess and look for that gap. And so he picked up a couple yards, but that will bring up a fourth down, send Camper Sanders back to punt for the Spartans.
Not exactly what we want to do coming out of halftime, but now it's getting ready for the defense to play.
Nice kick. And we were down there on coverage. I think that was Henry Barr's first one to get a hold of him. So that'll be a minimal gain for them after a nice punt. But it will put them in good field position. They're going to be starting, you know, from our 42-yard line.
And, you know, the Oak Mountain in the first half had some good offensive series. They established the run on their second drive.
Yeah, they had that one long pass play. They ended up helping them score the first one. Then they did have a long drive. Nice play by the quarterback. Good fake there.
Yeah, once again, nice little read. Pulls the ball out, keeps it, and gets about an 8-yard, 7-yard gain.
Yeah, so about 8 yards, bring up 2nd and 2. And again, it's just one of those things you just got, you know, play every play, got to play every option on every play because you never know whether you're going to hand it off or that time got a tackle. That was Tanner Dean there on the tackle, and if he doesn't make that tackle, that guy may still be running.
I'm about to say he gets up and running. Number 35 has really played a good game.
So that will be good enough for the first down for Oak Mountain. That'll put them on our 45-yard line, 1st and 10. I see the same set by them again. They'll stand up and throw a little slant route to number 7. He's going to pick up about 7 or 8 yards on that play.
Number 12, Matt Campbell, and number 45, Joe Donald there on the tackle for the Spartans.
Number 12, Matt Campbell, and number 45, Joe Donald.
All right. They come out in the same formation, which, again, they can pass out of or run out of. This is predominantly the run. And that's going to be stopped short. That was a nice job that time.
Wrap it up at the leg, number 94, Thomas Burns, and then Kemper Sanders coming over the top.
So short and probably less than a yard to go for the first down.
As you see Thomas Burns making the tackle coming off, and we have so many linemen. 98 coming on, Butler Wilbanks. I tell you.
Nice lick, but, good play on their part. Their linemen stay down, just a quick snap.
Quick snap by the center and got a good push on the line there on us. And
well, I don't even know they fired off the ball. I think just the center quarterback took off and, kind of caught us flat-footed. I mean, you expect your guy across from you to fire off.
Yeah, I mean, I was about to say then, he fired off and got underneath our line and drove him back.
Another first down for Oak Mountain. Going to be back to pass. And that's the only person who's going to catch that. That was really, really nice coverage back there by Zachary Carroll. Read the quarterback all the way. In fact, I'm not even sure their receiver picked that ball up, but he had that from the get-go.
Very good coverage. Number 41, Mabry Crane, in at linebacker for the Spartans.
All right, second down and 10. They're on our 33. He hands off that time, and we've got him stuffed at the line. Nice job in there. First guy, it looked like Ford Alexander might have been the first there, but he had lots of support by the Spartans. So they'll pick up a couple yards, but that's going to bring up a long third down.
You see the versatility of our linemen. You see Butler Wilbanks has moved from the end back to nose. Got Thomas Byrne, 94, and number 89, Ford Alexander, and all of them are active tonight with this veer option.
All right, so they've a little bit different formation here, single back set, and they've got trips to the near side. Got him in coverage. You're going to get him back there. And you got fumble.
Did Butler Wilbanks get to the ball? Butler's got the ball. No, that's Ford Alexander's got the ball.
I think they're going to say that the ball went out of bounds. It's tough to tell, but at a minimum, it's going to bring up fourth down and 22 yards to go.
I tell you what, great pressure that time by the Spartans, and
so they got to bring the punt team. I mean, we'd like to have the turnover, obviously, but stripping that ball with him, he broke a couple of tackles to get out there. Somebody reached in there and punched that thing loose, and instead of them having a chance from the 30-something yard line to go for it on fourth, there's no way they're going to go for it, fourth and 22. So a nice stop by the defense. Get in the end zone. A nice roll on the punt. So that'll bring the ball out to the 20-yard line where the Spartans will take over. First and 10, 7:26 to go in the third quarter.
I'll tell you what, Spartans on their first series of this half, 4 and out. Let's see if we can establish a drive this time like we did in the first quarter and move the ball down the field.
We have got Harold Joyner in this time at running back, so we'll see if we change up anything or what Mountain Brook comes out and does here to start this second series on offense. Hand off to Harold around the edge, and he's got a little room. Nice hard run. I think he's going to pick up about 7 yards on that play. That'll bring up second down and 3 from the 27-yard line. And
I'll tell you what, it's nice picking up that 6-7 yards on first down, which comes back with a second and short. We can do a lot of different things.
Yeah, I think Harold's hamstring is acted up again. He's down over there on the sideline. I hate to see that. Fine player. He's just been, bothered by injuries this year. There we go. Nice hard running by Owen Conzelman. He's going to push his way forward to the first down.
Nice job by Owen, following his lineman, but then finding the creases there and just keeps on driving those legs for a first down, a service first down.
Yeah, Mountain Brook needed that. I got to move that ball up the field. Obviously we want to score every time we get the ball, but at a minimum, you don't want to keep giving them good field position. So,
well, and keep our defense on the sidelines, do a little chalk.
Nice cut back again by Owen. He's going to pick up 5 yards, and it looked like they had him stuffed at the line. And I don't know if that's film review or just instinct on his part, but really good job of cutting back and getting in that seam and getting some positive yards. Maybe got 6 yards.
Got that lateral movement going for him tonight. I mean, he's finding it, and then all of a sudden he just finds that open space and keeps those legs driving.
Yeah, very patient, waiting for that to open up.
That was
another fumble.
I tell you, that was a great play by Oak Mountain that time. Crashed the line of scrimmage and, I mean, met our handoff. There was not going to be much success with that handoff.
Yeah, unfortunately, we just cannot keep giving them the ball like this. You know, on the move. Putting a lot of pressure on our defense. And they've come up big tonight. We're going to need them another stand right here. We're going to maintain a tie game.
Well, we got to put a helmet on that on the defender there. He meets us at the handoff, it will be fumbled.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that there's anything you know else that could have been done. I mean, you just kind of had a busted assignment, or maybe just a great play on their part. Either way, the result is going to be that they've got the ball, and they're back on the march again. That's going to pick up about 8 yards on first down, put them inside the 30-yard line.
Tackle made on the 32, Connor Busman.
Connor Busman on the tackle there.
Yeah, they've tried a couple of deep, had one completion deep, but otherwise everything's been short for them. That's going to be enough for the first. Oh, he faked it. Oh, my gosh.
The whistle's blown.
I don't know what's going on. This is bizarre. I think
the whistle.
I think that it was such a good fake. They called the runner that they did not hand the ball to. I thought he had it. And they blew the whistle and blew the play dead. It's going to be a first down.
Wow.
I mean, he had me fooled. Obviously, the ref was fooled as well. But once the whistle blows, the play's dead.
Well, I mean, okay, think about that was our Spartans that just happened to. Wow. I mean,
wouldn't be happy about that.
Fantastic play.
But it wasn't, George. It was Oak Mountain.
It's Oak Mountain.
I hate that for him. Not.
But now look. But look what they've done. They've given a first.
Well, no, they had a first. He blew it dead. That's where the running back, had they handed it off, that's where he ended up.
That's where the running back ended up?
Yeah. Okay. So it was going to be good for a first down had they handed it to him.
Okay.
But what a fake. I mean, to our benefit, the fake was so good they blew the play dead.
And you can see Oak Mountain's coach not very pleased on the sidelines.
And they found something on that offense because they're opening up some big holes and they're getting long runs on virtually every play now.
Well, I'll tell you what. I bet that one referee is going to swallow his whistle and not blow it much anymore. Wow.
So about 9.5 yards on that first down play. It's going to bring a very short second down for them. All right, Mountain Brook. That'll be first down.
And Oak Mountain looking like that second scoring drive they had in the second half, just muscling it up down the field there for a first down.
Yeah, but that's going to bring them right at the 10-yard line. In fact, they're going to give them the 10-yard line, so it will be first and goal from the 10-yard line. This should allow us to put one extra defender up on the line, so make it a little bit more difficult for them to run that belly play. They're going to run the option. They go wide. Should have them outnumbered out there as well. So you don't want them to get the first down, but if they do, this actually plays into our hands there. That's going to be a stuff up the middle. They're going to get about, see where they mark it, about 1.5 yards.
Once again, a host of Spartans there. McKinnon Cox, number 90, in there on stuffing the line, and a host of Spartans.
Yeah, only about 1 yard on that play, so that'll bring up second and goal to go for the 9. Tanner Dean back in, Kipper Sanders out. I'm not sure if they do that when they're anticipating a pass play or not. They bring Tanner in.
On the.
So we'll see. They've got 2 back, bringing an extra tight end. I'll hand it off, and quarterback's going to keep it. Oh, thankfully, Will Wetzler on the edge got on his ankles and prevented him. I thought he was going to just walk into the end zone, but Will out of nowhere was able to reach out and grab him. Got a nice big gain on the play, about 5 yards, but it's going to bring up third down. Goal to go from the 3.
Another great play by that quarterback. Doing a great read, pulling it out, and Will Wetzler, like you said, making a fantastic tackle to save us from a score.
All right, big third down here for the Spartans. They're going to hand it off. We got him short.
Well, they're right there.
No, they're marking him short, so it'll be interesting here. They're going to kick the field goal, which will be closer than an extra point, or are they going to try to punch it in on 4th down?
I'll tell you what.
And they apparently going to try to punch it in. And they've been moving it. I mean, if I were them, I would feel good about getting 1 yard. I'd look for that quarterback sneak again. Same thing they did earlier.
Oh, we stopped them. We stopped them.
They're giving it to them.
They're scoring. They're giving a touchdown.
That was almost an anticipation play on their part. I was with you, George. Now, not down there on the line, so I don't know. It sounds like we're saying that they fumbled, but they've signaled touchdown. Let's see what happens.
You know, it's one of those.
No, they gave him a touchdown. They're moving it for the extra point.
Something that close after what they took away from them, you know they're going to give it to them.
Well, you can't take something away they never had.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good drive on their part. I thought we'd stopped them on 4th down. That would have been a game changer right there had we been able to do that. But they'll line up for the extra point. Placement's down, kicks up, and it's good.
It's good. So with 2:43 to go in the 3rd quarter, the Eagles go up on the Spartans 21-14 with a good drive with a quarterback sneak up the middle. Well, you know, once again, we have, and this has been our season, injury plague season, but 2 turnovers have led to the points for the opposing team. And that's been a story that we feel like we've talked about over and over.
Well, you know, it obviously aids them in their ability to convert it into points. It also prevents us from maintaining our drive and getting points on our own. We've been down before. We know how to come back. Their guy looks like he's setting up again for the pooch. I suspect we'll be prepared for this one. So maybe we can get this ball back 35-yard line or so and get in some good position to get a drive and tie the game back up. Kick is up. Sims Heron's got the ball. And he's going to get it out to the 33, 34-yard line, and that's where Mount Brook will take over 1st down.
We got a Spartan down. Looks like Zachary Carroll, he's slow getting up.
11 yards on the return. Spartans take over 1st and 10.
All right, Mount Brook, show your resiliency here and see if we can't get some points on the board, tie this thing up. 2:36 to go until halftime, until the end of the 3rd quarter. Bring us design run, and Hamp's got it out there on the edge.
Nice play by the
But they came up, got off their blocks, and stopped him for
a no gain.
I like to try to get Hamp loose like that. I kind of prefer it, almost, broken play type get loose when he drops back and things break down and just let him move on his own.
Last week it was nice. It was almost like a bootleg sweep, and it was all the direction, all the flow was going one way, and Hamp was coming back the other. And nice yard gains he was getting.
That was a good catch. They're going to give him forward progress right at the 40-yard line, so this will bring up 3rd down and 4 yards.
Number 6, Dylan Sullivan making the catch. Nice throw by Hamp. And good catch by Dylan for about a 5-yard, 6-yard gain.
About 6 yards, and way to hang on to the ball, too. It was a little bit behind him, and so he was going to get hit as soon as he caught that. So 3rd and 4. See what the Spartans can do here.
Oh, look at Wilson. Yeah, great coverage.
You can horse collar in high school still.
I tell you, great coverage by the Oak Mountain. Hamp held on to it. And nobody ever got open.
Yeah, that's going to bring up a 4th down and long, so we'll have to punt here.
All right, we're ready for a Kemper boom here.
Even better if we had a fumble on their end, get this ball back. We sure do put a lot of pressure on our defense. Get it off. Oh, he hit him. They didn't call it, but nice punt.
Oh, gets out of tackle from Drew Smith. Drew right there on him.
But he held him up enough to, I couldn't tell if that's an incidental, when he was making that tackle on the face mask or if they had a block in the back.
46 yards on the punt.
We'll see what the call is here. 46 yards on the punt and really fine coverage that time.
My spotter over here is telling me it was a face mask.
Yeah, well, based on the way they're aiming, it's on them.
Let's see, little George, if you're right. Did they signal to us yet?
Yeah, it's on them.
Face mask?
No.
A little spotter? You gotta check my spotter.
I think it's going to be a block in the back, so that'll give them a start, first down from the 12-yard line. So this is where we needed them to start from. Even if we give up a couple first downs, we got to get the ball back in pretty good position. 37 seconds to go in the third quarter. Here comes McKinnon Cox, rumbling, bumbling, stumbling to the line. See if he can make a play here.
What you got? What a great read again. Flag on.
Now listen, they've got their hand on our face mask, and he runs him out of bounds. If that's on us, that is just not,
well,
in my opinion, that is just not right. It's not like he threw him to the ground with intent out of bounds. He ran him out of bounds.
Yeah, the offense player can put that hand up with the stiff arm, and but
yeah, I don't know if he can put it on the face mask though, can he?
Yeah, as long as he's not grabbed.
Either way,
yeah.
I don't get how we get called 15 yards, unsportsmanlike conduct.
Yeah.
When we run him out of bounds and he falls.
Yeah, it's one of those things that what they're going to say is that Kemper gave a force to him, throwing him down. But
isn't that how you tackle?
His momentum was out of bounds, and he was going to be
either way.
Going down.
Huge
anyway.
play by then brings them all the way out, past midfield. So nice stop there on first down, handoff up the middle. It's only going to be good for a couple of yards there.
But once again, the penalties and turnovers. These are the things we can't do. Defense got to bow up here, and as the clock is winding down at the end of the third.
Yeah, that will be the last play of the third quarter. And as we finish the third quarter with the score, Oak Mountain 21, Mountain Brook 14. We'll take a break. Be back after this to the Mountain Brook Sports Net.
There once was a kid who captained a fearless crew of space pirates and led a quest for the lost city of Atlantis, all because there once was a kid who picked up a book and opened new worlds. Books A Million, proud sponsors of public television.
For generations, people in Alabama have raised their families and made their livelihood on the land. It's this tradition of the relationship between the land and the people who care for it that makes Alabama a special place to be. This is Gene Stallings. My friends at Black Ridge Land Company are helping to continue this tradition by combining the best in brokerage service with professional land management and maintenance across Alabama. Their comprehensive approach of on-the-ground analysis coupled with the most innovative online and social media places Black Ridge Land Company in a class of their own as the only land brokerage firm that offers in-house and integrated land management and maintenance along with brokerage services. With their expert understanding of both the business side of an investment in land as well as investment for creating members for the friends and family, Black Ridge Land Company is a committed partner with you to make the most of your investment, because land is what they do.
Welcome back to Spartan Stadium here as we start the fourth quarter. Mountain Brook trailing 7. Oak Mountain on the move here. Need to stiffen up on the defense. Little slant. That has worked for them all night. That'll be good for a first down to the 35-yard line for them.
Number 1, Joey Keaton making the tackle for the Spartans. And once again, Oak Mountain putting together a nice little drive. This team's a good team.
Yeah, they had the first game of the year against Hillcrest. They didn't play so well, but since then they've been in every game they've played. Played Hoover tight, played Vestavia, played really well against Hewitt-Trussville. All right, that'll be a short gain on first down. So, I won't say it's ever do or die time, but we just really can't get down 2 touchdowns, these guys.
No, we really can't. 11:21 in the fourth quarter here. Second downs. You know, this is a defense that in the second half has been out on the field a lot too, so they're going to get a little winded.
Oh, fumble.
There we go.
Did we get it? I think we got it.
I think we got it.
I think we finally got that turnover we needed.
Joe Donald coming up.
Yes, we did.
Joe Donald, number 45, coming up with the ball.
So when you don't hand it off and you get cute, that's the one thing you got to worry about with that read option like that, is that you don't make a good pitch. And fine defensive play by us and to get on that ball and get that turnover, and now we're on the march.
I miss who made the hit, and I wouldn't be surprised if it was Joe, but the quarterback's coming off in lots of pain.
Well, he was sitting there vulnerable and reaching back for the ball, and somebody did a good job of knocking him away from the ball. All right, 5 wide this time. Hamp all by himself in the back, so empty set. Nice throw in there to Sims Heron. Got a flag. I don't know what's
it's in the holding territory.
Well, we had a guy downfield pretty far too. We'll see. 73 was downfield for us. I hope that's not what it is. We'll see.
He can go 3 yards.
What was the call? I know it's on us. What did they say it was?
All I saw was I did not see what his
kind of tough to make out those signals.
Yeah, lineman downfield. It looked like he did it at the top of his head.
So the good news about that is it's only 5 yards. Had it been a hold, it'd have been 10 yards. But it negates a really nice first down pickup. So it's ends up being about a 12-yard penalty.
I wish the college referees would pick up on the lineman downfield.
Yeah, especially against Ole Miss. All right, Mountain Brook, shake it off. First down, 15. Nice move by Hamp. He'll pick up about 3 on the play.
You know, design play for Hamp to run, and of course you saw Hamp just sort of trying to spot where the hole was going to be. Second and about 12.
Yep. 4 receivers in a tight end in formation this time. Hamp all by himself back there getting the play. 10 seconds to go on the play clock.
Oh,
nice job of getting rid of the ball. And really fine effort that time after the catch by number 9, Wilson Higgins.
Yeah, Wilson Higgins. What a great job. What a great job by Hamp throwing the ball, just threading it in there, and then Wilson catching it with someone right there on him, but making a nice little effort to get a couple of extra yards. 3rd and 3.
And very manageable. I mean, we were looking, 3rd and long there. He doesn't make that pass catch, a nice run. And the run, probably picked up 3 yards after the catch. One extra protector in this time. That's because we're running it. Get in there, Hamp. I think he's going to go mark him just shy.
That's the old quarterback sweep we're seeing right there.
We'll see if he reached where they spotted. It's going to be close, but I think he's going to be about 2 feet short. Now that they've stretched it back out, he's at least a good yard short. So typically, 9 minutes to go, you'd punt here on our side of the field. We'll see what we decide to do. We're lining up.
Earlier we tried to draw off sides, and the offense ran off the field, and the punting team ran on.
Yep.
But let's see what we're going to do.
Against 2 yards, brings up 4th down. Spartans.
And there they go again.
And they don't move. I will say this, if we've got a fake punt, you would not think we would do it now, so this might be a great time to try it, huh?
Yeah. Or get a booming kick from Kemper.
Yeah, we're going to punt it. If he just leave that leg out, I think they would rough him. Nice job by their guy. Oh my gosh, he's got 9 lives.
I say number 25, Will Wester making the tackle. Yeah, we're going to send Kemper to the acting class. And
yeah, he definitely needs to work on that. He's acting too tough back there. He needs to act like when someone breathes on it, it knocks him over.
Knocks him over. We're going to send him to acting class.
We need a couple of yards there. You got to run it into the kicker there. And
the last 2. So
really nice run by them that time to bring that ball up from the 20-yard line out to the 34.
So Kemper, if you're listening right now, you tomorrow you go to the theater class and you ask them how to give you some acting lessons.
So run right up the middle. Joe Donald's got him, and nice stick for a very short gain there.
I'll tell you what, it was almost a 2 takedown right there. Lifted him up, and
they're going to give him about 4 yards on that carry. But he went back 4 yards after he got the 4 yards.
Second down, Oak Mountain.
All right, 8.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Oak Mountain up 7. Second down 6, handoff up the middle, and we've got him that time for only about a 2-yard gain. So this is going to bring up third down and a long 3.
once again, that interior line, number 90, McKinnon Cox, and number 89, Ford Alexander, making the tackle.
George, this may be the biggest third down of the game.
8:06 to go in the fourth quarter. We do need to have a big stop. I would expect nothing more than the read option.
Yeah, they've been very successful on that slant too, so we'll see. But yeah, it looks like they're going to run the ball this time. And he's going to stretch out, just get enough for the first down. So that'll put it out to the 45-yard line and get them a first down. 44-yard line is, 46-yard line is where they spot it. Got Mabry Crane in there at linebacker. I think he's in there for Will Wetzler. All right, Mountain Brook. Stiffen up here. Got that little slant again.
Joey Keaton and Connor Busman out there on the tackle, number 1, number 32.
Tackle made by number 1, Joey Keating.
I mean, it's almost they've got that play anytime they want it, unfortunately.
You know, and I tell you what they're doing right now, they're just driving. Even if they don't get any points out of this, they're just driving that clock down. We're under 7 minutes now in the fourth quarter. 2nd and 2. Ball on the 46, Spartan 46.
We need the ball to bounce our way one time.
Play clock down to 4-3. You know, very wisely, Oak Mountain just driving that play clock down to 2 seconds and running the ball, keeping that clock moving. First down will stop it.
Tanner Dean, Will Wetzler back in the game.
4 yards. First down.
Oak Mountain up 21-14 on the Spartans, driving with ball on the Spartan 42.
Right up the middle. He's going to stretch forward for about 5 yards.
Tanner's helmet comes off. He'll be coming on off the field. 44, Kemper Sanders coming on.
Reed on the carry.
They're going to mark him for about a 4-yard gain. We've got to figure out a way to keep them from getting all these really positive yards every play. You know, we're going to limit them to 1 yard as opposed to 4 yards. And
yeah, I mean, you know, 4 yards is a big play right now in this ball game. Keep getting 4 yards, you're going to keep getting first downs.
they're back to pass. We got some pressure.
Well, I like that play. Stop the clock.
Yep. Stops the clock. Also brings up a long third down.
Third down, I tell you.
Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, they're getting 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 yards a carry, and they throw the ball deep to nobody. That's, you know, thank you.
Thank you. We need that. 5:38 on the clock, fourth quarter, 3rd and 6.
You know, it tells me this may be 4-down territory for them.
Yeah.
So they come, you know, almost like they had a play to play with, thinking we thinking they're going to run it, and they tried it deep and
say, hey, let's see if we hit it.
Yeah, so
we got 2 more downs.
2 downs to get the first down here. So see if we can't stuff them here on 3rd down and force them to punt the ball. Now that's what we want. We want them to
have to pitch.
They might have gotten 1 yard at best on that. Based on where he's spotting it, I'm not sure they really got much of anything. So this will bring up a long 4th down.
Fantastic job that time by Sam Colvin there. But number 12, Matt Campbell, stringing it out, making the play. All of them, linebacker, end, doing their job. Discipline ball.
Yeah, perfect. I believe they're going to let the play clock run down, back it up 5, and maybe they'll get the punt off anyway. But, I mean, just an outstanding stop by the Spartans, and one they had to have.
Had to have.
Number 1, Nick Carney. He's the receiver. The Spartans, number 84, Sims Aaron.
All right, get up and catch that. Don't let it hit anything. There we go. Nice bounce. I mean, we couldn't ask anything better than that. We're at the 26-yard line. That's going to end up being about an 11-yard punt.
Oh, that's awesome. So here we are with 4:44, fourth quarter. Spartans with all 3 timeouts. Ball on the Eagles 26.
All right. So where we got to make a move right here, George.
This is right here. This is the game right here. Good drive. Let's take it in.
Number 10, Hamp Sisson, the ball carrier.
So Hamp will pick up 1 yard on that play. 2nd and 9 with 4.5 minutes. You figured this may be the last time we get the ball.
It could be.
We just need this very first down. We don't have to get the whole thing. Let's just take it one little chunk at a time. All right, broken play. Here we go. Make play. He's open deep, but he's got a lot of room. A lot of room to run. Get down. There you go. That's fabulous there because he gets on the corner. He can chunk it deep. We've got.
The thing is, when you have that much time, eventually there's going to be a holding, and that's what we saw out there on the edge. But once again, you saw great coverage by Oak Mountain. Then you saw our Mount Brook receivers running and trying to get open.
Yeah, Wilson Higgins had gotten behind the defense, but there was so much green, I was going to say grass, turf in front of Hamp. He did what he should have done, which is tuck it and run it. Unfortunately, instead of first down on the 40, it's going to be 2nd down from 14, 13-yard line.
Yeah, here we are. So
that works out to be a 27-yard, difference in play.
Yeah.
All right, well, we don't have to get the full first down here, but we need to get a good bit of this back to make it manageable. All right, Hamp's got a little room here. Trying to get to the sideline to stop the clock as well. It's going to keep running. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 17.
That time, just a little quarterback draw up the middle.
Yeah.
Hamp trying to get some open space.
If you don't pick up, 12, 15 yards here, you probably got to punt the ball and use your timeouts to get it back.
We do have 3 timeouts on our side.
Owen trying to make a move, trying to make something happen. It's going to be in a very short gain there. That will bring up 4th down, and we will punt with 3:07 to go in the 4th quarter. We need to get this punt off. We need a really good punt by Kemper. And then we've got to play the best defense we've played in any series tonight.
Hey, Kemper, acting job, buddy.
All right. Thought they had jumped. All right, Whitney's got to drop it.
He's a little scat back.
He really is.
I mean, look at the spins and, number 41, Mabry Crane making the tackle. But I'll tell you, another impressive player.
All right, well, they're going to take over on our side of the field at the 38-yard line. 2:40 to go. I'll mention the obvious, which is we got to hold them to no first downs. Use our timeouts, get the ball back, and then we're going to need a little magic like we had last week. We can only hope that they would throw the ball.
And I tell you, number 35, right up the middle, too many yards. We have to stop the clock.
Yeah, part of it is we want to strip the ball, but at the same time, we can't afford a first down. So that's going to give them 4 yards on that first down play. I'll tell you what, as with the timeout, we'll take a break. We'll be right back. Mount Brook Sportsnet.
If you were coaching these kids, what would you coach? Physical training and endurance, position skills and mental discipline, or overarching teamwork? To succeed, they'll need it all. And one thing more, especially when they're 4 scores down and have to dig down deep to bring forth their best game. It's called playing with heart, for that's what true champions always leave on the field. Medical Properties Trust, at the very heart of healthcare.
Behind every victory is someone who helped make it happen. Call them mentors, coaches, or even mom or dad. At Northwestern Mutual, we call them advisors. The right financial partners to help you tap into strengths you might not even know you have and guide you where you want to be financially and personally. Because no one wins alone. You and Northwestern Mutual, stronger together.
Welcome back in. Mountain Brook faced with really uphill task. We got to prevent the first down. And as they line up, I do want to thank the sponsors again. Northwestern Mutual, Medical Properties Trust, Royal Cup Coffee, Black Ridge Land Company, Dales Bromberg's Books A Million, and Service First Bank. Fumble. They got back on it, but we'll call timeout. That's going to bring up a third down, and they may mark him about the same spot. So it's going to be third down and about 6 yards to go.
That's a great play for us. That was another one of those quick snaps. It's almost like the center's snapping it early, and the quarterbacks, they're the only ones on the same page, except they weren't that time. So here we are, 3rd and 6. We got 2:26 to go in the fourth quarter. We've used our second timeout.
Yeah, so we'll be able to stop it again, assuming we stop them here before fourth down. It's really going to come down to if they don't get a first down, we will have enough time to drive the length of the field.
And the difference from last week to this week is we're going to have that to do that with no timeouts.
But we'll have more time as well.
Yes. All right, so there's the defense huddling up, coming back out.
All right, I'd get up there and watch. The slant would stop the clock, so common sense says they should not throw the ball, but
I would look for the read option.
I think you can almost count on that. And he's open, but they're going to get it for a hold.
We got a flag right there in the middle where they're usually holding.
That is huge.
Number 40.
It looked like they grabbed McKinnon Cox.
Number 44, Kemper Sanders, making the tackle.
Brought down number 32, Connor Busman. There's a penalty marker.
And number 32, Connor Busman.
Shot block. I think that's 15 yards. Isn't shot block 15, not 10?
Shot block is 15 yards.
Well, that's you don't want to get hurt with them chop blocking us. So that's a good call on their part and really backs them up. So, the question here is, do they run it and then they got to punt it to us and for certain, or do they risk throwing the ball and stopping the clock and leaving us with a timeout?
I tell you what, I think if you're Oak Mountain right now, you got to run that ball to keep the clock, to force us to use our timeout.
I mean, that's what I would do.
Because they got two downs.
Well, the clock's stopped now, so when you say 2 downs, what do you mean?
Well, what I mean is, they're going to force us to take that timeout. And then fourth down, they can come back and decide what they want to do, depending on what they get on this play.
I'm not sure why the clock should run. We stopped the clock before that play was run. So it seems to me that with the penalty, the clock should have stopped.
Obviously not.
Well, it looks like they'll call timeout, with 1 second to go on the play clock. So 1:54, and that'll be a timeout for them.
Time is out on the field. Open out for their first time.
George kind of rushed through those sponsors. It really is important that, folks show appreciation for the sponsors that we've got and,
long-term sponsors, too. I tell you, these sponsors, when you think about these sponsors, not only for this year, but what they've done for us for years. And we do truly appreciate them to help us with this broadcast.
I mean, without them, we don't have, professional folks handling the cameras like Mike and Dallas and Kevin.
Yep.
And we just don't have the same quality, Daniel mixing the film up and everything. Yep. So it's shout out to everybody who supports the Spartans to allow us to put on these broadcasts.
And I'll tell you what
and hopefully we're going to have something special.
Exactly.
With a forced fourth down.
Yep.
Get the ball back.
Yep.
And then let's see some magic.
Absolutely. But please support these sponsors. They're so dear to us. All righty.
All right, third down and 22 yards to go. And quarterback keep it. We'll call
number 40.
Timeout there, 1:47 to go, and I don't know why the clock keeps running.
Number 45, Joe Donnell making the tackle. Mountain Brook is using their last timeout with 1:46. So
Yeah,
Oak Mountain will come in and punt to us.
a little slow on the timer over there. It looked like we called timeout about 1:48, but anyway, hopefully we won't need those 2 seconds.
I'm trying to look beside us and see who is manning the clock over there. So
that'll bring up 4th down and 19. And, you know, maybe we can get a bad snap. Maybe we can get back there. Obviously, what we don't want to do,
rough the kicker.
we do not want to rough the kicker.
No.
We don't do any. We got to get that ball back. As long as we've got the ball, we've got a chance. We just cannot afford to do anything. Obviously, if they kick it to us, which is what I would suspect they will do, we got to field it first,
Yep.
and then get whatever yards we can.
But we're anticipating we're probably going to be looking at about a 85-yard drive. We're going to have to.
Unless we're lucky enough to get the 11-yard punt he had last time, which I would not expect that. I think he was trying to pooch it and ended up over-kicking it.
I think the Spartans going to set up for the return.
Gets it off. So we're going to start, George, from the 17-yard line. I mean, 80, you're right. It'd be a 83-yard drive. This is the kind of thing that, you build your legacy and people remember this kind of stuff. So let's see what Hamp can do. He's led us the whole way. Connor Adair came in when he got banged on a play. But we've got 5 out, and this is going to be the Hamp show here. Nice job. JP getting out of bounds. We'll pick up about 4 yards on 1st down. But most importantly, he got out of bounds.
He got out of bounds to stop that clock. No timeouts for the Spartans.
This gives us the liberty of being able to call the play from the sideline without having to worry about the clock.
You have a linebacker shading Hamp. They wisely got a linebacker that's just sort of shading Hamp, just making sure he doesn't scramble out from the pocket.
Right, so 3rd down, we got 1:26, but most importantly, we got to just keep picking up 1st downs here. So getting the play from the sidelines. It's incomplete pass. Not too worried about the play clock.
There you go.
All right,
Dylan
so that's going to be the 1st down. They're going to stop the clock, but get on the line. Get ready for the next play. Once they get it into play, they'll whistle it in. Fine play there. Here we go. Going to be JP out of bounds again.
JP again out of bounds.
Get the clock stopped. Got 1:09. Another 4-yard pickup.
And what you say, it's a 4-yard pickup. Not going to be a big pickup, but what is important is what you said earlier. Now we're allowed to look at the sideline and get a play called. Get a good play call.
Yeah, so we work on this, every day in practice, which is your 2-minute, offense. And got the play. Here we go. Hamp back, cross the middle.
Yeah,
JP, nice catch. 1st down. Brings the ball out to about the 43-yard line.
Great catch by JP Darnell, who we highlighted.
44-yard line.
How we highlighted at the beginning of the game. What a great catch.
Great throw and great catch. 1:03. Clock running. A lot of time. Open down the middle. Oh!
We got a flag right here. Is that head helmet?
We'll see if it's targeting. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. He got hit pretty hard. Now, I will say this. If this was a personal foul down here on Kemper Sanders out of bounds, that should be 15 yards as well.
I would agree with you.
Player safety is most important.
Yep.
But it's got to be consistent. That's exactly what it is. So that'll be 15 yards. That's going to take us to their side of the field at 52.8 seconds to go. That's going to take it down almost to the 40-yard line. All right, so we're on their side of the field, 41-yard line. Here we go. We got to get on line. They're going to run the clock. They're going to wind the clock. All right, here we go.
52 seconds. We came off the line. I tell you, there was a shift right before the play.
Yeah, but it's interesting because if he didn't put his hand in the dirt or
it's the opposite
tire
side.
churn or whatever that's out there, then I think he can back up.
It was the referee on this side calling it. Now I'm wondering, did he not get set? Did he not,
Yeah, either way, it's but you would think the clock would go back to where it was, right? Which is 52 seconds, but it doesn't. Not sure if it's a dead ball how the clock runs, but I don't know all the rules. Oh, okay, we got to hurry back. Hamp slips. We got to hurry back on here. Clock running, under 40 seconds to go. Oh, come on, ref. Yeah, that's bad on two parts. One, a lot of clock ran off. Two, we had to waste it down to stop the clock. I'm sure the official's doing what he's supposed to do, holding them back, but, I mean, he's just sitting there playing with the ball.
Yep.
All right, third down and 20 yards to go for the Spartans. We don't have to get it all in this play, but we've got to get a good chunk of it. Hamp rolling out. See what he's got.
Oh, did we get it? I'll tell you what.
And Hamp really got hit hard there at that play, too.
He was exposed when he threw the ball, but I tell you, he threw the ball, and then Sims making a great effort to try and catch that ball on the sideline. 4th and 20.
Yeah, you'd like to have picked up some of that because if it's 10 yards to go, Hamp can scramble for 10. It's as good as he is, it's really difficult to scramble for 20 yards. So it's going to have to get a pass play down the field this time. Let's see what the Spartans dial up here. 21 seconds to go. 4th down.
And it's that.
Well, I applaud the Spartans for their comeback effort here. Drove it down to the 40-yard line. Oak Mountain just made a couple plays there at the end to secure it for them.
Just beat us at the line of scrimmage there and come in for a sack.
Yeah, just came off the edge. I couldn't really tell exactly what happened, but they were able to get back there and get the sack. And with 15.7 seconds to go, no timeouts for the Spartans. This will just be one kneel down for them, and that will be the final play. So despite Mountain Brook playing, really well all night offensively, defensively, they're going to come up on the short end of this one. As the clock ticks down to 0, it'll be 21 for Oak Mountain, 14 for the Spartans.
And I'll tell you what, Russell, it's one of those games, Spartans really came out playing, that first series or in the first quarter, coming down, driving the ball, taking control, not getting down 14-0, but going up 7-0. But they're going to look at this tape and they're going to see moments where they had a penalty or they had a turnover. This game easily could be Spartans 21, Eagles 14.
That's right. Well, they'll have to regroup and get ready for a tough game next week.
Yeah, here we are going to Hewitt-Trussville next week, and I do believe Hewitt-Trussville, isn't that right? And then Spain Park. But we'll be on the road the next 2 weeks playing two fantastic region teams. I believe it's Hewitt-Trussville next week and then Spain Park.
Yeah, so the next, to your point, the next 2 weeks, we're at Spain Park, and then the following week we'll be at Hewitt-Trussville.
Okay,
so we're at Spain Park and then Hewitt-Trussville, and those are the top 2 teams in our area, I guess, along with Hoover. And so
Spain Park coming into the top 10 in the state right now. So we got tough matchups ahead of us. But there's a Spartan team that is really fighting a lot of injuries, and I'm telling you what, to play a game like we played tonight, to know how hurt we really are, it's impressive.
It is.
Really impressive.
All right, well, we will see you next Friday night for Russell Vandervelde, or for George Pelegas. This is Russell Vandervelde. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Go Spartans.
Go Spartans.